Would you like some good quality anime merch? Well, you can get that from our sponsor today, Beautiful Halo, link in the description below, and use code MEME for 5% off on your next $49 plus order, and on your next $99 plus order, you can get 10% off with code MEME. Before we begin this video, I just want to make an announcement. Another announcement, guys. Yes, an announcement, yeah. Whatever. I just want to tell you that there will be only three videos a week just after I finish all the series on the channel. And just saying, I shall be finishing what if Naruto wasn't Uchiha, what if Naruto had the Rinnegan, what if Naruto had the half hot and half cold, and what if Tsunade and Jiraiya adopted Naruto, and also what if Naruto had an ancient tail beast. And just saying, the ancient tail beast one, I'm probably just going to make one more part and finish it off. It's going to be one really long part. And also, the what if Naruto had all the Biju will only have another 2 parts. Those are the 2 series that will implement the only 3 parts to a series of thing. And also, I'm only going to be uploading on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So you guys will have a video every other day except for Sunday. Sunday I will take that day off. I should be uploading 4 times a week, but I want to take that Sunday off just to record more videos for you to pump out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Of course, I'm going to be recording on Saturday and Sunday, and Tuesday, Thursday. Those 4 days will be my recording days, and I should have videos ready for every day. And of course, not every day. I should have enough videos to upload every day, but I'm only going to upload 3 times a day. 3 times a week. Man said 3 times a day. I was about to destroy my channel right there. But still, hope you'll enjoy my channel. I really want to thank all the OGs, all the new people coming into my channel, loving the videos. I love your support. And I know some people are toxic, but I know some people want to give me constructive criticism. If you guys know what that means, you know. If you know, you know. And I love it. I love the constructive criticism. It always helps my channel. And I know I'm kind of dumb, and the only reason I want to implement the 3-part series is because I forget a lot of things, especially because I have a lot of series going on. I make 1 part every 2 weeks. Like sometimes I like the half hot and half cold. I gotta rewatch pretty much most of the parts because I can't forget everything, and because I don't have much space on my phone, I try to upload 720p videos, and that's like a gig. And yeah, so I try to delete all the scripts, but I'm going to get an iPad with a lot of space, and yeah, so that's how I'm going to make better videos, better quality, better edited, and better quality, like I said. Anywho, I don't want to take too much of your time. Also, please subscribe to my gaming channel, King of Noobs. I will be uploading there, not every day. Oh, you know what? I have an idea. You know how I'm not going to be uploading on Tuesday, Thursdays, Saturdays, Sundays? You will be getting gaming channel videos. There we go. That makes up. I upload every day pretty much. And of course, that just came out of nowhere, but still, that's going to be implemented from October, and I hope you still enjoy it. Anywho, this was the King of Weebs here. I hope you all enjoyed this part. This is the final part of what if Naruto escaped their village, and roll the intro. Welcome back, guys. This is the King of Weebs, and this is what if Naruto escaped the leaf part 5 finale. Yes, this is part 5. And before we begin, I just want to apologize because I messed up with the ships. It was actually meant to be a female guard ship, but I completely forgot about it because I'm stupid, and I accidentally changed the ship. I hope you all forgive me and enjoy this last part of it. And this might not be as long as an hour because I'm going to finish the WF today. And yeah, anywho, last time we left off with Naruto Yeah, so last time we left off with Naruto actually throwing a Rasen Shuriken, which actually the absorbing path tried to absorb, but of course Naruto he couldn't, because that wasn't an actual Rasen Shuriken. It was actually Naruto, and basically he transformed into a Rasen Shuriken, and then basically, I mean, he transformed into Naruto and punched the absorbing path, and then basically once he was on the ground, Naruto actually Rasengan it and destroyed it. Then the actual Naruto appeared behind them, and what he did is that he actually froze one of them, and it was actually the human path, and then basically he kicked it and broke it. But of course no one really this was actually a surprise attack by Naruto, because they were all paying attention to Naruto destroying the absorbing one. The actual Naruto was able to destroy the human one, and then all of them actually scattered, and the summoning path got kind of pissed, and she summoned all her summonings, and basically Naruto summoned the toads from Mount Myoboku, and they all started fighting. But of course Naruto made a few clones, and they all fought together, and of course Naruto in the end was actually able to catch the summoning path of God and Rasen Shuriken her, just like he tried in the original. She was about to get annihilated, but of course the human path actually saved her, and she got annihilated. The path, summonings actually disappeared, and Naruto summonings actually disappeared then, because they did their job. And now the King of Hell path actually tried to go and heal the absorbing one, but when he actually went on to heal it, Naruto actually used his wood release, something that they weren't expecting, and he used the wood binding. And what he did next is kind of confusing, but basically what he did is that he froze the wood and the King of Hell path, and basically Naruto did another wood binding on it and destroyed it. Of course the Pain Tendo actually tried to stop him by actually using an almighty push, but Naruto, even though he was actually pushed away, he was still able to do it, and the King of Hell path was gone. Of course now the only two remaining were the Tendo path, the Diva path, and the Naraka path, the one that with the missiles. So of course the Naraka path actually tried to use its lasers, and just saying, all the paths were restored before Naruto actually arrived. Its lasers to annihilate Naruto, but Naruto actually turned into a clone, and which no one was really expecting. But then Naruto actually appeared behind the Naraka path and cut his head off, even though the Diva path was a bit behind him. He tried to stop it, but his cooldown was still on, and Naruto was able to destroy the head of the Naraka path. And remember, this is Naruto with only 60% of his power, and that's how strong he is. He's taking on all the pains on his own. And anywho, now the Diva path actually started fighting properly, and Naruto was actually having quite a bit of a hard time. He had a bit of a hard time fighting the Diva path off, but of course the Diva path having his cooldown, Naruto actually realized it, and this is something they didn't know about the Diva path, but now Naruto realized it, and the Diva path realized that Naruto actually knows about his cooldown, and so what he did is that, of course, Nagato in his head is that maybe I should, whenever I use an almighty push, I should push him even further away. And of course, this is what happened. He used a bit more chakra here, so Naruto was actually pushed further away to an extent that Naruto couldn't reach the Diva path within 5 seconds, and this kept happening until Naruto got pretty pissed. And what he did is that he actually made a ton of clones, which were just enough to stop the almighty push. And basically Naruto was heading towards the Diva path and had the Rasengan ready, but the Diva path, even though he was only using the almighty push against Naruto, and of course Naruto was now it's my chance, he completely forgot that the Diva path is still pretty strong, even though he's not using his abilities. Of course the Diva path actually dodges Naruto. Naruto wasn't expecting it, and uppercuts Naruto, and Naruto goes flying. And by this time the Diva path actually regained his chakra, and what he did is that he actually pulled Naruto with a universal pull and basically stabbed him right in the chest near the neck, and basically with the chakra rod, and pushed him to the ground. And Naruto was startled by this, and of course then the Diva path actually stabbed Naruto to everywhere, like in the original. Naruto was stuck now, and of course people were watching, especially Hugo's, and remember, Tsuki being a Hugo, she was actually watching, and this is where I went wrong. The female girl should have happened, but I completely forgot about it, and I'm so sorry, it's all my fault, but it is the final part of the what if, and is what it is, whatever. I'm sure you guys can understand. Anywho, now, after the Naruto was pretty much stopped, Tsuki was watching from afar, and she got pretty pissed, and what she did is that she actually went to the battlefield, just like Hinata, and she actually paired up against Pain much better than Hinata, since Pain was already half well, he was still injured. Tsuki was actually getting a few hits on Pain, especially because she actually found out, well, she realized the cooldown from watching Naruto afar, and basically she actually used this to her advantage, and basically she was actually able to use the 64 palms once on Pain, but she actually stopped most of Pain's chakra points, which made it harder for Nagato and pissed off Nagato. And what he did is that since most of his chakra points were still blocked, it doesn't mean that Pain doesn't have more, and he actually used the universal pull to pull Tsuki towards him, and basically he actually stabbed Tsuki in the chest and basically threw her away like a ragdoll, and basically Naruto got pretty pissed at this. And of course, since Naruto cannot go into his tail beast mode, Naruto actually decided to go all out and said maybe I should have went all out from the very beginning. And basically what he did is that he actually used his steam release, which actually melted the rods, and basically Naruto really didn't feel anything, even though they were melted. There was melted metal on him. Naruto enhanced his body with steam release, and basically then not steam release, sorry, boil release. I meant to say steam release, boil release, and blitzed the Diva Path, and basically punched it once, and the Diva Path still wasn't its cooldown, and of course the Diva Path went flying, but he actually was out of his cooldown, and All Might pushed Naruto, and basically he actually blitzed Naruto at the same time and stabbed in the chest again, and Naruto was losing chakra real fast, but at the same time he actually melted the rod, and basically the Diva Path set. Basically, even though it was getting burnt, he pushed him to the ground and basically said this. He gave the same speech and to Naruto as in the original, because Naruto actually asked, why are you doing this, Pain? And basically Pain's that, alright, I'll tell you. He doesn't say that, but then he just starts saying this.
You asked me why I'm doing all this, but even if I told you why, I doubt very strongly that the knowledge would change anything at all. But let's say that I take the time to explain it to you. What do you think would happen then? My goal is to fulfill the dream even Jiraiya-sensei was unable to achieve. What I want is to create peace and bring about justice. Oh, I see. That is noble of you. That would be justice. However, what about my family? My friends? My village? They suffered the same fate as this village at the hands of you, Hidden Leaf Ninja. How is it fair to let only you people preach about peace and justice? Once, the Land of Fire and the Hidden Leaf had grown too big. To protect their national interests, they forced feudal clans to wage war against each other, and profited from it. Otherwise, the people of the villages would have starved. As it happened, our little nation and its villages became the battlefield where the great nations waged their war. Each time they did, our nation was ravaged and laid to waste. After many such battles, the great nation stabilized, but our smaller nation suffered, and it barely recovered. You and I are both seeking the very same thing. We both want to achieve the peace that Jiraiya-sensei envisioned. You and I are the same. We're both motivated by our desire for peace and justice. The justice that I have delivered against the Leaf Village is no different from what you are trying to do to me. Everyone feels the same pain when losing something dear. You and I have both experienced that pain. You strive for your justice, and I strive for mine. We're both just ordinary men who have been driven to seek vengeance in the name of justice. And if one comes to call vengeance justice, such justice will only breed further vengeance and trigger a vicious cycle of hatred. Right now, we live in such a cycle. I know the past and can foretell our future. It is the same as our history. So we believe that human beings simply cannot understand each other, and they never will. The shinobi world of ours is ruled by hatred, and hatred alone. So, Naruto, how would you confront this hatred in order to create peace? I want to know what your answer is.
I don't know. I don't have an answer.
Anywho, this actually made Naruto open it, made Naruto's eyes open, and basically he's like, damn, maybe the cycle of hatred is not what I understood of it. And basically, Naruto's like, I already know that there is a seventh pain. Why don't you tell me where your location is, and maybe we can make a deal? And basically, of course, the Pain Tender's like, shut up. And basically what he did is that he let Naruto's neck go, and since it's been like 3 minutes they were talking, and just saying, Naruto actually he still had his boil release active until Pain actually stopped talking. And what happened next is that basically Pain then actually used an almighty push to push Naruto into the ground, but Naruto used this opportunity to actually use wood release on Pain. And what he did is that he actually held Pain and with a wood binding jutsu, and Naruto's like, it's over, Pain. If you move one more time, you will be destroyed. And basically, of course, Pain was like, god damn it. And basically Naruto actually took out one of the rods and found the real Pain's location, and then was about to leave until Nagato actually let out one of his, do you call it Trucicle or whatever? He let out a planetary devastation, and the Pendleton actually, the cooldown finished, and basically he used Almighty Push to actually destroy the wood binding, and basically used the planetary devastation on Naruto, which confused Naruto at first, but then he realized what's going on. And Naruto, with his universal understanding, he already understood what this is, and basically he created, created a lava star of Shuriken and threw it at the core of the planetary devastation. And a lot of people were watching this, and just saying, a lot of people died, but the main people actually never really died. For example, Jiraiya, Kakashi, Shizune, all the ninjas, basically just a lot of civilians, and a few side ninjas that don't get really matter. Anywho, most of them survived. It was less damage than usual, even though, especially because there were a lot of stronger ninjas, and a lot of people were much stronger in this way. If anywho, Naruto was able to destroy the planetary devastation, and before he actually left, he went to Tsuki, pull out the rod, and basically heal her with his own healing abilities. Yes, Naruto has them, and then he goes off to find to Nagato. Of course, Naruto's actually Jiraiya, who was actually really injured, he actually reached Naruto. Healed. He was really injured, but got healed by Sakura. He reached Naruto and basically asked Naruto where he was going, and basically he's like, I'm going to the real Pain's location. And Jiraiya's like, there's another one, and basically Naruto's like, yes, there is a seventh Pain, and I think that's the real one. And basically they both go, and they break in, and in the end they find, basically Jiraiya finds out that Nagato was the seventh Pain, and basically they all took it out. And of course Nagato actually decided to listen to Jiraiya and maybe join him, and he trusted Naruto because he believes Naruto is the child of prophecy, like Jiraiya's talking about, and the chosen one. And of course he's alright, I'll join you lot. And basically as soon as he said this, Obito actually appeared out of nowhere, and what he did is that he actually pulled out one of Nagato's eyes and said, I guess you are a traitor after all, but I shall come back for your other eye too, Nagato. And basically, of course, Naruto actually went on the defensive for Nagato, same as Jiraiya. And just saying, Naruto is actually pretty injured, and of course Conan's actually pretty pissed that Obito took one of Nagato's eyes, even though it's mother's originally, but still is what it is. And then basically Obito's like, farewell. After all, we have already captured most of the tail beasts. You're the last one, Naruto Uzumaki, Nine Tails. We shall come back for you. And basically Naruto's like sharp and basically tries to punch Obito, but he just whoops through him, and Obito then says, anyways, I don't have much time, I gotta go. And of course he goes off on his own. And just saying, the fight against Killer Bee was actually really different. Killer Bee was about to die and about to get captured, but of course Sasuke, being Sasuke, actually Killer Bee actually being able to capture Sasuke with one of his tentacles and was about to kill him. What happened next is that Suigetsu actually cut off the tentacle that Killer Bee caught him with, and basically Killer Bee actually took this opportunity to substitute himself right before Sasuke decided to go all out and basically use his Amaterasu. And basically Killer Bee was like, oh shit, and basically, you know, in the end he actually right before he got captured, he substituted himself. And of course, while they were sealing him with and Sasuke was heading towards the five Kage summit, because you know, the Raikage still wanted the 5 Kage summit, since Sasuke Uchiha captured Killer Bee, and basically they want to talk to the Hokage. And basically, since Tsunade is actually in a coma, you know, Danzo, Jiraiya was about to take his place, but Danzo actually came in and said, I'll go. Jiraiya, I think you shall stay here with your student. Or you don't want him to betray us and go on a rampage, since basically Nagato and Conan are actually back in the well, not back in the village, they're actually now in the Leaf Village. And basically Naruto was talking to Nagato because they had a lot of similar qualities, since they are sibling students. Anywho, of course Sasuke attacked the 5 Kage summit, and that went pretty much a bit similar to normal, but of course Naruto and Sakura and Tsuki actually go this time. Naruto actually goes there to stop Sasuke from doing this, because he knows that he doesn't want Sasuke to get killed. It's because of him. He takes responsibility. He takes all responsibility for Sasuke becoming like this, since he actually allowed Sasuke to escape the village and of course leave the village, but he wants to take responsibility himself personally. And he goes with Kakashi and of course leaves Jiraiya back, and of course he goes with Kakashi and Yamato, since and Sakura follows them with Tsuki, and Sakura wants to kill Sasuke herself, but of course she's still in love with him, but it is what it is. And anywho, now still the fight goes the same. Sakura nearly gets killed, and it's not that she's useless, it's just that she was kind of depressed, and Danzo still dies. Sasuke nearly kills Sakura twice, and of course Naruto then says, Sasuke, with the level of strength you have right now, we will draw and we would both die. And basically that's a lie. Even though Sasuke has the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan right now and he's not blind, Naruto has wood release just like Sasuke, but Sasuke is kind of overpowered right now, since he has both the wood release and the Mangekyo Sharingan. He's basically a Madara, but of course Naruto is like a Madara times 100. Anywho, Naruto has all the nine-tailed beasts chakra. He already met all of them, and they're Jinchuriki now. Yes, no, he didn't meet the Jinchuriki, but the Jinchurikis, because he's not a perfect Jinchuriki yet. He still doesn't believe that he is worthy to fight the Nine-Tails. He's strong enough, but of course he will soon. And yeah, Sasuke wanted to fight Naruto, but of course Obito's like, no Sasuke, we shall be going now. Remember, you still haven't captured the 8 tails. so you still have to work for us, and plus you fulfilled your dream. And basically Sasuke only went back because he still had a deal with Obito, and okay, whatever. And basically now he goes back, and right before they go, he actually declares a war on all the 5 nations for the 8 tails and 9 tails, right basically like in the original. And of course just saying, Gaara is still a female. I'm not going to change Gaara to back into male. Naruto and Gaara are still best friends, basically. Still, it's not a ship with the Gaara because I accidentally switched it, and yeah, it's my fault. I take full responsibility. Is what is. But anywho, now Naruto, who actually was sent to the same waterfall, where basically the same place with Killer Bee to actually master the tail beast strength. And basically Naruto actually was sent by Jiraiya. Jiraiya says, you're strong enough, Naruto. Now you have to go there, and Killer Bee will Killer Bee will allow you, it will show you how to actually he basically he makes up some random excuse and says that Killer Bee is actually a perfect Jinchuriki, he'll help you actually master the tail bee, the 9 tails strength. And basically she's like, I could do it on my own though. And basically he's like, no, Naruto, you never know if the 9 tails could betray you. And basically the 9 tails knew that he was lying, and Naruto could have actually found out he was lying if only he had the 9 tails chakra and having that extra sensory ability where he could actually sense people's feelings and if they were lying or not. Just like in the war arc where he was literally telling everyone who's the fake and who's the original. Anywho, now Naruto actually goes with Killer Bee fighting with the 9 tails, and the 9 tails really stood no chance because Naruto had the all other 8-tailed beast strength. And yeah, Naruto still met his mother and father, since this time he never went into his tail beast rage mode, and he actually met both of them. And of course Naruto actually was able to meet with them and everything. And yeah, so that little thing happened. And of course the only reason that happened is because Naruto was kinda went off guard, and basically the 9 tails took this opportunity, and basically Naruto then started, oh damn, and basically out of nowhere 2 chakras were actually calling to him, and basically Naruto was like, what? And basically he got teleported to a different dimension. But still, he unlocked KCM2. Well, KCM2, yes. Naruto actually let him out of the cage, and Kurama was proud of his owner. He's like, yes, he's strong. Anywho, Naruto, in the end, Naruto and Killer Bee were trying to get out, but of course they got intercepted by the same exact people. And of course here the interaction goes pretty much the same, just that this time Naruto not only did he break out of his seed binding, but he actually binded them lot with his wood release. And they're like, alright, no need to flex on us after destroying us and destroying our sealing formula thing. Yeah, nice one, Naruto. And of course Naruto and Killer Bee were able to actually escape. And of course the same thing happened like in the original scene. And yeah, the war began. And of course Naruto, who was actually, I'm just saying, Sasuke was actually in this war, and he was actually on the other side with Obito. And not only was he with the other side, he was actually with Obito with the other tail beasts, the reanimations. Yes, the Kabuto is still part of the war and reanimated pretty much everyone. Yes, so Sasuke actually didn't know he actually revived the Itachi. Naruto still sent out his clones, and yeah, I shall be explaining it a bit more. And yeah, Naruto actually fought Itachi, and Itachi was able to break out, just like in the original Naruto's fight with, just saying, Naruto is actually in KCM1, because he doesn't want to waste too much chakra with KCM2, even though it would be much more efficient if he actually was a master over it. And Kurama was like, you freaking idiot, if only you just took my chakra before, you could have actually been a master of it by now. And plus, you could have stopped pain much easily. With less deaths. And just saying, the people who died never got revived because they didn't deserve it, to be honest. It's just that plot convenience. Anyway, of course, Naruto actually just fought Itachi. He didn't fight Nagato because Nagato is still alive. And yeah, Nagato was actually in the platoon with Gaara and Onoki. And yes, that fight will go a lot different. There was something I want to do with it. Anywho, now Naruto, with the original Naruto, is actually heading towards the other battlefields, and of course he gets intercepted by the tail beasts, you know, the Jinchuriki and Toby, which is Obito, and another surprise guest. It's actually Team Heavy. Yes, Team Heavy. Well, Team Heavy was actually disbanded. Sasuke actually gave up on them. He will go back with them after when he's trying to get back to Orochimaru. They actually stayed in their hideouts because Sasuke told them to go there. And anywho, Sasuke, the leader of Team Heavy, was actually there to greet Naruto Uzumaki, and since he failed with the 8 tails, now he's going to have to capture the 8 tails and the 9 tails. And this was kind of stupid of the 2-tailed beasts, 2 Jinchurikis, because why would they be together? That was dumb. Like, alright, 2 Jinchurikis, maybe it'll be better for them to actually stay together since they're the strongest people in the freaking war. They'll protect each other, but isn't it kind of dumb? Because imagine they lose, they'll be captured together. Imagine Naruto loses, there's no way Killer Bee can escape because Naruto lost and Naruto's the strongest in the freaking world right now. Anywho, of course, the tail beast actually go into all of them go into the tail beast states, and basically Naruto and Killer Bee actually take them all out together, but out of nowhere, Sasuke Uchiha, using his perfect Susanoo, sliced Killer Bee, and Killer Bee was half dead on the ground, and yes, he was half dead. And basically Naruto actually came out of his tail beast state and actually put a seal on him, where actually stopped his bleeding and everything and started healing him. Naruto actually gave him some of his chakra to start healing him, and he made a clone to take him away from this area. And basically Sasuke is like, don't worry Naruto, after I capture you, I shall take him too. Don't worry. And basically Naruto's like, we'll see about this. And basically Sasuke, who actually had his katana, was about to actually slashed Naruto like a hammer. You know how you use a hammer? Yeah, Sasuke hammered Naruto, but of course Naruto was actually able to escape, and then called out to Sasuke when he was actually up in the air, and basically Sasuke looked up, and basically Naruto already had the Rasen Shuriken ready. He didn't have any lava release or anything. And just saying, Naruto actually met the Jinchuriki after he actually became a perfect Jinchuriki, and basically yeah. Anywho, Naruto threw the Rasen Shuriken at Sasuke. What the hell was that? Oh, it must have been a motorcycle. Anyway, Naruto threw it at Sasuke, and Sasuke's what the, and basically he actually hit the Susanoo, and he actually cracked most of it. Not most of it, just the area he hit, but he actually destroyed the most of the area. But there were a lot of cracks, even from basically he created a lot of cracks, and he broke the arm. Yes, he broke the arm, the shoulder, and basically Sasuke was pretty pissed, and he actually started regenerating it. But Naruto didn't take any chances, and basically he went into his tail beast state with the Kurama, and Kurama's like, oh, so you're using my power again now, Naruto. And Naruto's like, sharp. And basically what he did is that he created a tail beast bomb, and actually tail beast bombed Sasuke. But of course Sasuke was actually barely able to dodge it, but he created a massive shockwave, which Sasuke actually couldn't dodge that, and he kind of lost control of his flight and actually fell to the ground. And Naruto took this opportunity to actually throw a Rasen Shuriken with the Kurama thing, yes, with the Kurama avatar, and basically Sasuke kind of got annihilated there and was out of his form. And basically Obito's like, Sasuke, maybe we'll come back for them later. Let's just leave them. It's still the same old after all. And it's always a stalemate between us. And basically he goes off with Sasuke, whoops away, Naruto's like, god damn it. And basically out of nowhere he actually remembers that Killer Bee is in danger, and basically actually blitzes, well, he actually flies towards the clone with the Kurama avatar, and basically he actually takes Killer Bee and flies towards the medical area, and basically the medical area was actually close to Gaara's platoon, which is the closest one there. Anywho, the medical area was confused on why there was a massive nine-toed fox heading towards them, and just saying the Suki and Sakura were actually working in the medical area, and they were saving mad amounts of life. Anywho, yeah, so Naruto still got Killer Bee healed, and basically he felt an immense amount of pressure from his clone. He basically felt that Madara Uchiha was back, and just saying, Madara still used the meteorites, and Nagato actually tried to stop it too, and not only did the Gaara, female Gaara do it, and Onoki, Gaara also, Naruto used his wood release to actually make the sand pillar, which Gaara made even more stronger, and Gaara was grateful, but still the second one kind of annihilated all of them, and Naruto actually arrived there after the second one actually hit, and basically since Naruto's clone was gone, he kind of got annihilated. Naruto in KCM is like, what's going on here? And basically Gaara's like, it's Madara Uchiha, and basically from the distance he could see someone actually getting picked up, and basically it was Madara, and just saying Zetsu actually arrived out of nowhere. And basically what happened is that just saying, so Itachi, now that it was actually, he was heading towards the Kabuto's hideout, and Sasuke actually got the kind of healed a bit, not too much. Obito's like, you shall reach me later, I have to go revive the Tentos now. It's taking too long to capture the two-tailed beasts, so we'll have to do with the little bits of chakras that we have. And basically he whoops away, and Sasuke's like, god damn it, and basically he has to take the long way, and the same way that he actually took, Obito whooped him back to where Sasuke had his eye transplant, original, and still saw Itachi, but this time they had to be a bit faster because it was a bit later, and yeah, they were actually able to beat what's his name, Kabuto real fast, because Sasuke is actually used to using the Eternal Monkey Sharingan here, and so Itachi still showed the Sasuke the true reason why he did everything, and basically Sasuke understood, and basically now he actually went to collect his team and go revive, Orochimaru, and that still happened, while Naruto actually saw from a distance that Nagato actually revived Madara Uchiha, and basically he's like, what's this technique? And well, he wasn't like, what's this technique, he's like, what's going on here? And basically that he knew the technique because he actually has the all universal understanding everything. Naruto was pretty pissed that Nagato basically died, and basically what he did is that he actually went to fight Madara, but Naruto, being Naruto, was kind of reckless now, and he wasn't literally using his head, and the Madara being revived, what he did is that he used his wood release, and this Naruto was like, what's this? And basically Madara used the deep forest emergence, and basically Naruto's like, only because wood release, it doesn't mean you can beat me. And basically what he does is that he creates a massive a lava style Rasenshuriken, and then throws it at the wood release, and basically he creates a massive explosion, and there was a massive crater, and Naruto put a ton of chakra in that, and there was a crater full of lava, and every time the deep forest emergence, the branches, the roots were trying to grow, they actually got burnt by the lava pool that there was there, and Naruto's like, this ends here, Madara Uchiha, and basically he actually blitzes Madara with his lightning cloak, and he's actually gone to the final state of it in KCM 2, so basically he has a KCM lightning cloak, and yeah, Madara was like, interesting, the Naruto's Jinchuriki mastered the Naruto's strength, right? And basically what happened is that Madara actually used the almighty push, and Naruto was like, what? And basically he got pushed away, and he's like, oh, what the hell is this? And basically just saying, Madara actually already had the Rinnegan that from basically Zetsu already gave him the Rinnegan while the deep forest emergence was happening, and yeah. Of course, Naruto was kind of confused, but then Madara actually summoned this perfect Susanoo. Not perfect Susanoo, he used his, imperfect Susanoo, and yeah. The 5 Kage got summoned, and that fight went on the same, just that this time, Naruto actually had to go to where the Tentos was being revived, and there were, both Guy and Kakashi is much stronger in here. And just saying, Naruto still went there, believing in the 5 Kage, and yeah, he went there, and Killer Bee actually arrived at the same time as Naruto, and yes, the fight began with the Ten-Tails, and that was pretty much a one-sided fight, and the 5 Kage got annihilated. The other 4 Hokage got revived, and Sasuke got his little history lesson, and they went on to the battlefield. And by this time, all the ninjas were there, and of course Minato saved them. And the fight is actually a lot different once Sasuke arrives. Sasuke and Naruto both have wood release, and even you know, Hashirama's there. And so once Obito becomes the Ten-Tails Jinchuriki, it's much easier for Naruto, because Naruto has actually found out something about his Sage mode. His Sage mode is actually much stronger than anyone else's Sage mode, like for example, you know, Madara. His Sage mode, his pigment of the Sage mode was actually blue for some reason, and Naruto was actually using the Wood Sage mode and the Toad Sage mode at the same time, and the, you know, KCM, and since he still hasn't used his Sage of 6 Path powers yet, you know, the 6 Path Sage mode, yeah, so he didn't use that yet. And of course Madara, being Madara, actually came in the fight, and instead of actually waiting for Obito to be to having the tail be subtracted from him, Naruto, while he was giving the speech, and Obito's like, alright, I'll join you, and right before they pulled out the other tail beast, Madara actually took them in with the Gedomazu, and he did actually seal away the 9 tails like in the original. This time Naruto was able to hold on to the 9 tails, but then Madara, who was actually already in his Ten-Tails Jinchuriki form, blitzed Naruto, punched him in the gut, and basically actually pulled out the 9 tails himself, and basically literally absorbed it, and Naruto was falling to the ground until both Tsuki and Gaara actually came out of nowhere. And yes, the 5 Kage finally arrived, and yes, Naruto got saved, and Tsuki was trying to save him just like Sakura did. And this time Sasuke never died. Sasuke actually being pretty pissed off, he actually awakened his Rinnegan, just like in the original, just that this time it was because of the Hashirama cells. And I know it took Madara a decade or a few decades. Sasuke actually got a lot more Hashirama cells than Madara. I know some people are like, wait, hold up, you said that he doesn't have the face, and that only is because, you know, Orochimaru actually did some transplants on Sasuke, because he didn't like seeing the freaking first Hokage's face on his chest. Like, my guy, that's kind of weird, you know. Like, I'd be OP in that, but I wouldn't want that face on my chest, alright? Like, I'd rather be a normal human instead. Okay, maybe not, but still. Anywho, don't at me. Yeah, so now Sasuke, having the Rinnegan, is the only one who could actually put up a fight against Madara, and Madara doesn't actually kill him straight away. He wants to see how Sasuke could dance, you know. There's a dance for me, Sasuke, like the gay guy he is. And of course, while this was all happening, Obito still betrayed Madara, and just saying, not only did he take the other half of the 9 tails, but Minato was actually able to give his half of the 9 tails to Naruto without Zetsu actually interfering. And yes, Naruto got both the sides of the 9 tails now. And not only that, Naruto still met with the Sage of 6 Paths, and he's like, Naruto Uzumaki, I guess you're back here now. And basically Naruto's like, hey, super Gramp Sage, how you doing, G? Yeah, I died again. And basically the Sage says like, Naruto, you're not meant to die, and you're the main character. And basically Naruto's like, shush, give me more power. And of course, nah, that doesn't happen. But still, the Sage of 6 Paths knows what's gonna happen next, is that his mother is going to get revived, and already knows that Sasuke Uchiha has awakened his his Rinnegan in both eyes. Yes, Sasuke has the Rinnegan in both eyes, and don't ask me why. It is what it is. But Sasuke's one's actually special. Sasuke actually can activate and deactivate, and don't ask me how. It's just for plot convenience, and so he only has one activated because he can do that. And don't ask me why. Again, basically this is like the Sasuke in the original, and Sasuke will only awaken the you know, Tomoe Rinne Sharingan. Man was about to say Tomoe Sharingan. What? Rinne Sharingan, and in Boruto, because he'll be able to master the Rinnegan and everything. Yeah, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Yeah. So now Naruto actually wakes up with the Rinnegan in his eye, and basically then goes to the battlefield, and just saying Obito has both the Mangekyo Sharingans, and he actually gives one to I mean you know, Kakashi, and this time Naruto doesn't do the whole Rinnegan bargain sale thing. Yeah, he don't do that no more. Yeah, so basically they're both going to have one eye, and yeah. What the hell's going on? Someone's breaking someone's door or something. What the hell? Yeah, it stopped. I just had to go check because I thought it was out of the window and I realized it was just a gate. Anywho, now Naruto and Sasuke actually started fighting Madara, and Naruto being pretty much overpowered right now, and just saying his ability will be Sasuke's ability, since Sasuke doesn't no, that was wrong. His ability please guys, forgive me. Naruto's ability will actually be to foresight, which is actually pretty overpowered. He can see what the opponent will do, and he can change the future, and that is only usable for a few seconds, not like a minute or years or all that. Unless Naruto keeps training, yes, Naruto can evolve that into being able to see years into the future. Yeah, but that's not gonna happen now because Naruto doesn't have the time. And even though Naruto has all a universal understanding, he could do it with just a few months or maybe a year of training, but still he wouldn't do it right now because he doesn't have a few months or a year to train. Kaguya still gets revived like in the original, and the fight is actually a lot different. This time, not only did the Sakura get saved by Sasuke's Susanoo, and just saying Sasuke Susanoo was still able to protect them from the infinite Tsukuyomi. It was actually Tsuki, Sakura, Naruto, Sasuke, and Kakashi and Obito. Yes, there were 6 people this time, and Kaguya still gets revived, and they go to the other dimension. This fight is a lot different. Of course, Sasuke still gets warped away to a different dimension, and Sakura, since both Sakura and Tsuki have the 100 sealing jutsu, yes, both of them actually use their powers to help Obito warp Sasuke back in. And just saying, Kakashi was actually trying to help Naruto by actually always warping away the the destroying rods of Kaguya. Yeah, the dustalizers. I'll call them dustalizers because you become into dust. Yes, that's a good name, Yo, I should be Kishimoto, fam. My guy, you see, my guys, Kaguya just shoots out dustalizers from her freaking hands, yeah? I wish I could do that. No. That's controversial. I don't want to kill anyone. Okay, there might be a few people that I hate, but maybe killing them isn't too bad. We'll get rid of some bugs, but still, allow it. And I'm pretty sure some people like Ratreet might know who I'm talking about. Anywho, yeah, and not my G Tanvi from school, someone else. Anywho, allow it. Why'd I leak that? I shouldn't have done that. Anywho, yeah, it's just a joke. Just saying, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. Anywho, gotta get the proof out of the way. Maybe I should edit this. I can't be asked. Anywho, yeah. Now Naruto, fighting on his own with Kakashi, actually then gets joined by both Obito, well, all 3, Obito, Tsuki, and Sasuke, and the fight begins. And yeah, the fight is a lot different. Of course, once they get teleported to the gravitational dimension, this time Naruto is actually strong enough to withstand the gravitational thing. So he tells basically Kakashi actually warps away Sasuke's one because he sees Naruto being able to move, and Naruto actually runs towards the rod and basically jumps over it and has a Rasengan ready and actually smashes it into Kaguya. And Kaguya wasn't able to dodge because she was not expecting this, and she actually got hit, and she was actually blown backwards until Naruto then says, "Now it's time, Sasuke." And basically Kaguya then whoops behind them, and she actually shoots another two dustalizers, and then since Sasuke now is able to move and Naruto too, they actually both dodge it. But out of nowhere, basically what happens next is that both Tsuki and Sakura come behind Kaguya and both do a pretty strong punch, and Kaguya goes flying. And then out of nowhere, a massive Susanoo, a blue Susanoo with 2 people inside it, comes out of nowhere, and basically they both, well, the Susanoo throws the Kamui, shuriken, and basically Kaguya is literally stunned, and this is the chance for Naruto and Sasuke to seal her away, not them. And of course, this time Zetsu is actually sealed away with Kaguya, since he never got cut off, since Obito never died and Naruto never cut off the arm, because he got pissed off. But it is what it is. And of course, Naruto realized after this they got teleported back, and Naruto said goodbye to his father, and Obito actually gave Naruto this idea that he should, basically what he should do is that he should regenerate his the eye that he gave to Kakashi, and basically he does, and basically then Obito goes towards Kakashi, pulls out the other eye, pulls out his eye, and puts it in, shoves it into Kakashi, and basically Kakashi is like, what are you doing? What's going on? And basically Naruto actually regenerates Obito's eyes, and Obito goes back to his normal state, he goes back to his normal eyes, and basically Kakashi's like, wait, now I'm going to have Sharingan's activated all the time, what the hell? And basically Naruto's like, nope. And basically what he does is that Naruto, the OP beast he is, in front of the Sage of Six Paths, just abuses the power he gave him, he got from him, and basically literally changed the genetics in Kakashi's eyes to make him able to activate and deactivate the Mangekyo Sharingan, and so they can both use the Susanoo, the perfect Susanoo, because Kakashi got some Sage of Six Path genes in him now. Yeah, allow it. And same as Obito, allow it. And of course Sasuke still wants to fight Naruto, because Sasuke is a completely different person. He still wants to have his revolution, and Naruto's like, Sasuke, this is not the way to go, and Sakura's like, no Sasuke, please. And basically Sasuke's like, shut up, and basically puts her in a genjutsu, and Tsuki's like, that was unnecessary, same as Obito and Kakashi, and basically he then puts Tsuki in the genjutsu because she was the one who created the rebellion against him. That was unnecessary. And basically Naruto's like, how dare you, let's go fight, I'll destroy you. And of course the fight actually begins, and just saying, Naruto's actually really low on chakra, so he's actually really nerfed. And still, since Naruto has both the Nine Tails together, now he has the original Nine Tails. There are only 8 tail beasts that get extracted, and yeah, allow it, please, just allow me. Plot armor, anywho. Of course, the Genkaku and Kinkaku chakra still remains in the 10 tails. That's how Madara was actually able to still stay in his 10 tails form. That, if anyone's wondering. Anywho, Naruto and Sasuke go to fight, and of course Sasuke would still use the Indra's arrow, because he actually can use Indra's abilities, since now he actually unlocked Indra's chakra and everything. And plus the fight is a lot different. The fight goes similar until basically Naruto gets hit on the face with the Chidori, and of course Naruto gets blown into the water. And basically Naruto, what he did is that he binded Sasuke with his wood release, and Sasuke actually went into Susanoo. And basically what Naruto did is that he absorbed some of the chakra from Sasuke, and basically Naruto, just saying, Naruto has all of his 9 Truth Seeker orbs. And once Sasuke actually started using his just saying, Sasuke still has Sage of Six Path powers, and the only reason that is because of plot armor, and because of his wood release, I mean his Hashirama cells, his Sage mode, and not Sage mode, his Rinnegan, and also because Indra, he was actually able to unlock Indra's soul and use its chakra, Indra's chakra, and that's why he has Sage of Six Path powers. And the Sage of Six Paths was like, whoa, what the hell, how? I never gave Indra Sage of Six Path powers, and allow it, it's plot armor, plot convenience. Yes, I'm using a lot of plot armor here. Anywho, this time Naruto didn't have a Rinnegan bargain sale, he actually had the Sharingan, and it's a Sharingan bargain sale, so allow it. Anywho, and of course he uses his Susanoo arrows, and Naruto actually doesn't use his true sequel orbs. This time he actually catches the arrows with the Kurama avatar and dodges one of them, because he couldn't catch all 3 of them. He only caught 2 of them, and basically what he did is that he threw them back at Sasuke, and his Susanoo got stabbed. Sasuke went up in the air, Naruto went up in the air, and basically Sasuke actually gathered the other 8-tailed beasts and still used the Indra's arrow. It was a bit nerfed, a full 9, half 9 tails nerfed, but still. Now Naruto actually didn't need much time to gather all the chakra, and still had his little, I say little 2 Rasen shurikens to throw at Sasuke. And this time the explosion was much stronger, because Naruto, even though he's nerfed, he's still stronger than original Naruto. Like, even this nerf Naruto could annihilate the Naruto in the Vandal of the End. Anywho, now they begin their taijutsu fight, but Naruto, something that he's been holding back is his ice release. Yes, Naruto has been holding back his ice release, and basically right before Sasuke was actually coming towards him with his Chidori, not only did Naruto uppercut him, but what he did is that he used his ice release, the little bit of chakra Kurama gave him right at the end. He actually kept a bit of it, and Sasuke couldn't absorb all of it. Still, he used this little bit of chakra to actually freeze Sasuke on the spot in that little crater he created on the waterfall wall, and basically Sasuke's only Sasuke's head was out of the ice, and Sasuke was struggling to get out. He's like, what the hell? Let me out, please. It's cold. Let me out. And basically Naruto's like, yeah, Sasuke, you lost this fight. I still have enough chakra to create a Rasen Shuriken with lava release. So either you give up or you kind of get annihilated, my G. And basically Sasuke's like, alright, cool. I'll give up. You win. And basically Naruto's like, alright, cool. He gets him out, and basically Sasuke still lets out the the genjutsu on the tail beasts, and all the tail beasts actually still want to go their own ways, except for the 8 tails. And basically the 8 tails goes back to Killer Bee, and Killer Bee gets revived. Don't ask me how, I actually don't understand that bit. Anywho, yeah, so of course they released the Infinite Tsukuyomi, and yeah, that is the end of the series. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please take care, stay safe. This was the King of Weebs here, and as I said in my announcement at the beginning of the video, there will be only 3 uploads a week now, and that is only because I believe I am dying out here, and I do not want to run out of series, that's for sure. I know there are infinite amount of series I could do, but still I want to spend a lot more time scripting, and especially because videos are going to be much longer. 3 parts each series, 3 videos each week, so that means I'm going to be uploading a series a week. And yeah, I still hope you all enjoy my channel. This was the King of Weebs. Subscribe to my gaming channel, and also subscribe to Kazama, Miniman123, Tree, and Ratreet. Also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Follow Shoki on Instagram, and yeah, join my Discord server. All links are in the description below, guys. And my ducklings, you're dismissed. Peace. Also, this was the King of Weebs here. Peace. Also, I forgot to mention, only because I love Nagato as a character. Yes, Nagato actually had to die. Yes, because remember, Zetsu actually made him use the Rinna Rebirth on, Madara. Yes, Nagato died. I'm so sorry. So sorry, Nagato, my G. And if you got to this part, leave a comment down below saying #RIP Nagato. And yeah, peace.